Hey guys, it's Skalisa T. I just wanted to jump on here real fast because what I'm going to start doing is going through the whole journey of the tarot. So I'm pretty excited about this. It just came to me today to do this. So what I'm going to do is we are going to start off with the very first card in the major arcana. Okay. So the story of tarot is that you come upon the Fool. The Fool is basically us, right? That's us on our human journey. And we start off brand spanking new, right? Very innocent, very ready to explore, okay? And we go along our path, and then we meet characters from the major arcana. So, like the first one we would come upon would be the magician, okay? So today, what we're going to focus on is we are going to focus on the Fool, and we are going to talk about aspects of the Fool. We're going to talk about what that means when you get that in a reading. And we're going to talk about how you can tap into the Fool's power and message to be able to help you along your own journey here, okay? All right, guys, so let's get started on this journey together, and let's switch over to the cards so you can see exactly what I'm doing. All right, loves. So there is the Fool. Let me just move this up a little bit so you guys can see it a little bit better. Okay. The Fool card. Okay, so the Fool is essentially us on the beginning of our journey. The Fool card is traditionally shown with a little pup kind of nipping at the heels or trying to get the Fool's attention, because the puppy is basically, the voice of reason. It's like, hey, 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 watch where you're going. Your head is up in the clouds, Fool. Make sure that you're looking, where you're stepping, okay? So the Fool card is the very first part of our journey. This is us really, beginning to figure out where we want to explore, in life. It is about new beginnings. It is about, kind of a foolish innocence, that's actually very sweet, okay? So when you get the Fool card in a reading, this is saying that you are at the beginning of a journey. You are starting something brand new, okay? When you get this in a reading about a person, this is saying that this person is very innocent, somebody who doesn't look before they leap, somebody who is very enthusiastic to explore around. I kind of liken the Fool to, let's say, like a toddler who's just beginning to learn how to walk. Okay, toddlers will go everywhere, or you could even think about it as like a kitten, right? Just want to explore everything, not fearing danger, just very enthusiastic to see what is around for them to get into. Because when we explore, we learn, right? And the Fool's journey all through the tarot is all about learning lessons along the way to get to that final destination, that world card, okay? So during our journey together, I am going to be going through each of the major arcana, because if you guys want to learn tarot, this is a great way for you to get to know each card individually so that you can understand how they come together to tell a story, okay? So yeah, Fool card. If you look closely, he's about to step off the ledge here, right? And that's because he's not looking where where he's walking. And the dog's like, no, 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 please watch what you're doing, watch what you're doing. And the Fool is just very nonchalant, right? Just very like, I know that I need to go here, and I'm not really thinking too much about it. So, the Fool can be depicted as a little bit naive. Okay, so that's one thing that, could also be another characteristic about, somebody that you're reading about that comes up in your reading. This could also mean that if there's any kind of new projects that you're beginning or new situations, that it's in its very early stages. There's a lot more learning to be done. There's a lot more growth to be experienced, okay? So, the Fool card is just a beautiful demonstration of, somebody at the beginning of a journey. It's a new chapter. They are ready to go through life and learn all the lessons. And at this stage, the Fool is very, naive to the dangers that lie ahead, okay? Hence, just about to walk off the cliff, right? Very naive, but there's an innocence about it. It's not like a willful ignorance of, as I'm sure we've all, come in contact with. This is just about not knowing any better. Okay, so when you get the Fool card in a reading, this is saying that there's a lot more to learn. You're at the very, very start of something, and there's more research to do. It's also a warning not to be naive with things, right? If you are beginning, something with somebody else, or, with an organization, or just in your life, you want to make sure that you know the aspects about it. You don't want to go through by being, going through blindly with stuff, because boom, you could fall off the cliff, okay? And that's not what you're looking for. You're looking to be able to walk with confidence, okay? So how do we channel the Fool? If we think about how to channel the Fool, let's say that we're at the beginning of, a new career, or, we're starting a new job. What you would do is you would take the Fool card and you would meditate upon it, okay? So you would hold it to your heart, you would hold it to your third eye, and you would meditate on it, talk to me about what I need to learn, right? What are some things that I need to, know before I proceed, with this particular part of the journey? What am I naive to, right? The Fool's also great for channeling an enthusiasm, for maybe you don't want to start a new job. Maybe you don't want to move to this new place, but you can take the Fool's energy and you can journey with that and say, okay, give me the enthusiasm of the Fool. Help me to be excited about these next steps that I'm taking in my life. What can I learn? Give me different pathways that I can explore, right? So the Fool is a very beautiful card. It's very innocent, but it's about being at the very beginning of a huge chapter in your life, of your whole life, So that's the Fool. If you get the Fool in reverse, and I'm not a big fan of reading reversals because I think that they can be pretty negative if you do it a lot. But once in a while, for some reason, you'll shuffle and there will be a card or two that is in the reverse, even if you don't read reversals. So when that happens to me, I do take into account what that could possibly mean. So when you get the Fool in reverse, what that could mean is that you're kind of stagnant in your learning, right? You're not doing or taking the steps to really learn more about what's ahead of you. You may be going blindly and willfully ignorant through life, where you're not even trying to figure out, your own pathway. You're just kind of going wherever the wind takes you. And that has a lot of danger to it in itself, because you're not making any decisions for yourself. Okay, so the Fool tells us a lot. And as we explore this journey together, you guys are going to really see just how amazing his journey can be. All right, and it's like we're going to take on the energy of the Fool together, and we are going to go through, and we're going to go through each card. We're going to go through the minor arcana as well, which will be all about the wands and the cups and the swords and the pentacles. I'm like, what's the last one? I'm like, I'm seeing it's gold. So, we're gonna journey this together. We're gonna figure out what all of this stuff means, so that by the end of these videos, you are gonna have a really huge amount of knowledge of what the journey of the tarot, holds for you, and how you can use it to enhance your own life. So guys, I hope that was helpful. If you have any questions about the Fool, please, leave comments and questions below. I'd be happy to answer that for you. And if you have any additional questions, or if you want personal readings, you can contact me at my email address below, or through my website, which will also be listed. Other than that, guys, I hope that this was helpful. I hope that you are just as excited as I am to go on this journey together. And I look forward until the next time, which will be when we tackle the Magician. I'll be seeing you guys soon. Bye.